I saw something today that made me say, you know what, I really needed to shoot a video on this.
I really needed to shoot a video.
I really needed to shoot a video.
All right, guys, Renee Fouché here. Hey, guys. All right, hey guys, Renee Fouché here, and earlier on today, as I was driving to take my daughter to an event, I could look into the clouds and into the sky, and I could see that it looked like it was looking really dark, like we were about to go into a storm, right? But we kept going anyway, and we're on the highway. We get onto the highway, and if you know anything about Florida highways, we have lots of tolls here. So pull into the toll booth behind another car that was racing up to get in front of me. I let him go, got in behind him. I went, and as I stopped to pay the toll, I saw that the car just stopped in front of me, like a little bit ahead. They just stopped. And I'm like, what the heck is going on with these people? So I pay my toll, and I start driving up. They see that I'm coming, so they move up just a little bit, and then they stopped. Right, they stopped in the lane of traffic. This is a highway here, and they're stopped. And I'm like, what the heck? Well, it's because the rain started coming down like really, really hard, like so hard that the road started flooding a bit, right? But if you're accustomed to being in Florida, you know that this kind of happens, right? But they just stopped. So there were people that were pulling over to the side, right, over to the shoulder, and putting on their hazard lights because they couldn't see or whatever their reason was they were pulling over. But this car just stopped in the lane of traffic. It was like they were like a deer in headlights. They were frozen there. And I'm like, yo, what the hell is wrong with these people? So I proceed to get around them, and I drive. And it's lightning and it's thunder, like lightning and thunder right away. Like if you've never known, basically the way that you can determine how far away lightning is by counting the amount of seconds there is between the lightning and the thunder, right? And so it was lightning and thunder almost simultaneously. So that means that the lightning was striking really, really close to where we were. So many folks stopped, but there were others like us that kept going. So as we kept going, I kind of just shifted my path a little bit because I noticed that the highway was flooding out. So I went ahead and took a little exit, and I took a detour. So I changed my route a little bit, but I kept going. Now, I would say maybe 7 to 10 minutes from that moment in time, suddenly there was no more rain. I started to see the clouds move, and the sky started to clear, and I said to myself, and I said to my daughter, now what if we would have just stopped? What if we got scared and we mashed the brakes and we stopped and stayed there? When we looked in the rearview mirror, there was still rain going on there. It was still storming back there. But because of the fact that we just kept going, right? Like we had an intention, we knew we were trying to get somewhere. I could look into the sky, and I'm like, we're just gonna keep going. We got out of that just within a few minutes. Yet people were stopping. The ones that were stopping on the shoulder, at least they were safe, but this idiot was stopped in a lane of traffic and looked at me like I was crazy for blowing the horn and telling him to get out the way, because they thought in their mind probably that, oh my gosh, but it's storming. Doesn't she see it's storming? Of course we have to stop. And it made me think about how oftentimes this is what happens in business and in life and different times when you're trying to achieve your goals right before you're about to break through, right? Like right before your breakthrough, there's normally some type of storm. There are things that are going to happen that are going to make you feel as though, damn, I need to just stop. I'm just going to just quit. I'm just quit right now because the lightning is right here, right? I'm counting it, and I can see that the lightning is right next to me. So I'm just going to stop. I'm going to freeze because I feel fear. When in reality, if you just push through, you just keep going just a little bit further, you'll realize that you were so much closer to your goal than you originally thought. You see, so many people get scared when there's a storm passing by, and they don't realize that you got to have a storm before you get to see a rainbow. You know, without rain, there is no rainbow, right? So everybody wants that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but they don't want the storm that comes before the rainbow appears, right? So hopefully this little nugget will, you know, click something in your mind and help you to realize that if you're going through a storm, is that thunder? If you're going through a storm, if there's a little rain, if it starts to flood, if there's some lightning and the thunder is pounding so close that you can hear it, you can feel it thumping, your heart starts thumping, that's how close it is. That just means you are getting oh so close to your goal. Please keep going. Please do not stop in the lane of traffic, right? Because there are going to be other people. There's going to be other people that are going to keep going. They're going to go around you. They're going to keep going, and they're going to pass the storm while you just sit in the rain feeling sorry for yourself, right? So I encourage you today, if you're going through a storm, don't you worry. It just means you are that much closer. There's always a breakdown right before the breakthrough. Don't quit. Don't you ever, ever quit, because that's really the only way that you can fail. So that's it. That's my little nugget tidbit for today. Renee Fouché, always got something to say. And I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm sure there's a link somewhere, you know, go ahead and click it. See what's there. See you guys soon. Bye for now.